Andy and I were at JFK today. The worst airport in the world. I used to say Newark was. I'm changing it to JFK. Fuck JFK. Do you know if you want to get a Lyft or an Uber out of JFK, you have to first take a bus to a concentration camp where they then allow you to use your app to tell a car to please come get you. It completely defeats the point of this technology.
I hate JFK so much, Chris, that I told our Uber driver to take us to LaGuardia.
Dude, Andy got our Uber driver this morning from the hotel, and we're almost at LaGuardia, and I look up and I go, oh, this sign say we're almost at LaGuardia. I go, we're going to JFK. And Andy goes, oh, shit. So that cost twice as much. It took twice as long as it should have.
That's what it's like to travel with me, everyone.
Fun stuff. Oh, we have stories, guys. We have so many stories about the trip.
Do.
Watch out for us. So I'm
we're
at
in
JFK.
line, and Stuttering John goes live.
John goes live early today. We were in line, TSA or whatever, and I started listening to John.
He texts Vince that he's going live at 3 p.m., and then he went live at 11 a.m.
Probably, yeah. He's probably trying to avoid the process server again. So the way that this show starts off is one of the funniest things I've ever seen John do.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. I go, Andy, you got to see this.
Just when you think it can't get any more fucking ridiculous.
And Andy couldn't hear it. I had my earbuds in, but I still showed it to him. It was still just as funny.
I was almost on the floor laughing on the tarmac, like on the jetway to the airplane. I was doubled over with laughter.
So he tweeted out yesterday that he's in Florida now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the timeline of events, and let's talk about what's happening with Stuttering John Melendez. John, on his show, we played it on this show the other day, was at his mom's house. The doorbell rang, and he freaked out. Mom, don't answer that. Don't answer the door. And it kept ringing, and he kept ignoring it because Vince, the lawyer, is suing John for $12.5 million. Vince, the lawyer, is suing Stuttering John Melendez for $12.5 million. John's trying to avoid that. So John's pretending he's not at his mom's house. He's pretending he's down in Manhattan. He took a photo with Cow and Quinn at the Comedy Cellar Thursday night, and then Friday, he's in Florida. That's not even possible. He's got 2 cats. He's not flying there. He's going to drive his car. It's going to take more than a day to get to Florida, I would think. So no one was buying it. But he decided that he was going to go on his show today and prove that he's in Florida. And the way he's going to do that is by showing that he's got a green screen now, because he was doing a show without the green screen, just on the couch in whatever room at his mom's house.
Yep.
And he did 2 things here. He throws blankets on the couch to make it look like it's a different couch. So he's got a Giants blanket and a Yankees blanket behind him.
Clever.
And then he's got it's not a green screen. It's just like green material.
Green sheet.
Yeah, it's like a green sheet so that he could put back in the LA cityscape and make it look like, he's back at his house or something like that. This is the most epic failure. And you got to remember the way that John's show starts. It starts with a 3-minute long song, DJ Dabbles, which is not his best work. I don't know why John's clinging down to that one. And then, the Don't Mess with the Duke clip.
And he doesn't have the right to play.
And then it gets on to John. All of this time, and I explain this too much, but it's worth explaining. When you use StreamYard like John uses, as you're playing these things, you can see yourself. There's a little square at the bottom that shows you how you're framed up, what you look like. If you need to make adjustments, adjust away at that point, right? Not our friend Johnny. He shows up unprepared every fucking time, and this is the best yet. All right, so Andy, what we're seeing here is John had his green screen setting completely incorrect. His hair looked green. He's completely blurry and out of focus. And now this is the
looking
best.
Pretty good, actually.
Okay, actually, I'll explain what happened here. John was using no green screen before, and he was letting the technology StreamYard try to figure out what the focal point was. And you see that where like his hand disappears and different things happen.
Or you lean back or you lean forward.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, like you see the blanket or the pillow behind you and then you don't. And it looks like shit. So John got the green screen, but forgot to tell StreamYard, hey, I have a green screen. So you can key out anything that's green and use this background thing. And that's why you're seeing this happening right here. And then he toggles it over to the green screen thing. And that's where you see he doesn't have the green sheet behind him centered. And so you still see Mom's door and Mom's light switch on the wall. Watch this.
Bah. Bah, 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 bah.
So, all right. So, oh no. Uh-oh.
Bah. Bah.
And it looks so blurry and so bad.
There's a booger on his camera lens.
Yeah, there has to be. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. There's the green screen. Okay, now we see now we're back to some parts of LA, not all of them.
Well,
now he's wiping the camera.
Wiping the booger off.
He just scraped snot off his camera. And now we see everything clearly. This is incredible right here. He has the green screen covering 80% of the background, maybe 75% of the background. What a fucking moron. What an idiot.
Well, maybe, Lady K, I am so comfortable at my mother's, I painted my Florida house just like it.
Yeah.
If he was as quick as you, he could have said that. He didn't. He didn't. But if he thought about it, he could have been like, yeah, I'm trying to recreate my old bedroom. I love it here.
What the hell is going on here?
He's moving back and forth.
Unbelievable.
No, very believable.
It's fucking believable.
Completely believable.
Yeah. Not shocked at all.
What now? What say you?
There we go. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Now he's trying to pull it over? You're not going to be able to pull it over, John. It's not going to stretch that far. Now it's hanging on the blankets. Come on.
There we go.
Yeah, there we
I don't know
go.
what's with my camera. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, you can see your face.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Damn it.
Wow. What a
I'm
start.
fucking sweating. Jesus Christ.
It's so hot in Florida.
Right.
Green screen's all
I think that's
fucked
what he
up.
was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
My shirt, I'm not wearing any sleeves because it's so hot down here.
I got to tell you, I have a house real close to where John's house is in Florida. It's never warm in my house. I mean,
No,
the
it's
AC is
fucking
cranking.
freezing.
Yeah, I know. Producer Chris will tell you. It's fucking cold. I like it cold in my house. It's never warm.
Yeah.
I'm never sweating.
You're swimming and you got to go take a leak, and it's like,
Oh, yeah, I know. It's quite an adjustment. He's still like fucking with the green screen filter, and he's just
All right, that's better.
made himself invisible.
yeah.
He can't figure it out. It looks like a bad Photoshop job now. He's half erased.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Why
Yeah, what
would
the
you
fuck is
click
up?
go live while you're trying to do this?
Something's
Like,
messed up. I don't know what it is.
Andy, we've been goofing on this guy for years for this. And he still never thinks like I should figure out how to center myself and make myself look presentable when the show starts.
before I start recording it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he was more caught up in wearing a sleeveless shirt and being sweaty, convincing us he's in Florida. And then he still sticks to the script after he's obviously been outed.
You're right. Chris, you're so right.
Yeah.
He's so preoccupied. He's got a whole script he's going to go into.
Yes.
He's so preoccupied with flexing his muscles and talking about being sweaty to prove he's in Florida that all of this happens. He's like, all right, well, I'm still on the script.
Messed up. I don't know what it is. Anyway, how you guys doing? It's been a long time. Skola.
All right. So that was a 2-minute clip of him just trying to get himself adjusted and centered so he could do his stupid show. So now everyone knows he's at his mom's house. He's completely been outed. It's so ridiculous. And the chat's fucking with him and he continues to deny it. And one of the things that John does on his show, we've documented this, is he texts people and emails people. For me, I have a lot of communication things I need to do. I'm bad at it. I actually have someone who handles my communication, but I still have to do a lot of it myself. I would never think to start answering emails and text messages during my show. I'm working. I'm not going to do my show right now. Not John. If a message pops up, he replies to it in real time while he's doing the show. And he's actually getting better at typing. Now, he types with one finger on one hand. And you hear it and you see him do this. And I got to say, his speed is getting a lot better. And this is actually pretty impressive.
I've been practicing on whack-a-mole.
One finger. Fucking amazing. Finally found something this guy's talented at. Can't believe it. All right. Again, we're going back to the Doom well because I was watching the show on the plane until the internet went away. And then I started editing for WATP. I was so enthralled by what was going on. Now, not the beginning of the show. The first 30 minutes of the show, he goes through the whole timeline all over again. Pocky said this, and then Shuley did that, and then Lady K did a thing, and then so-and-so, and I don't draw first blood. And it's just nonstop over and over again explaining.
All the slogans.
But also just like explaining everything that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
But not in a compelling, interesting way.
Everything's a rerun.
Everything's a rerun with this guy. And that actually might be interesting for someone who's new to the Dabbleverse to be like, how did we get here? But the way he does it is just so long and slow and boring. He's not a good presenter. He's terrible at it.
Thank God.
So don't bother with the first 30 or 50 minutes of this episode.
After the first solid gold 2 minutes.
If you watch it at all. But anyway, this is from Doom, a clip that he had.
Film director, thanks for the $2.
Okay, so John just got distracted by a text.
A bell.
Yep, he just got a text.
Hold on a second.
And now he's very distracted. And now he's gone. He left the show. Now, this blue screen.
Many minutes later.
That blue screen is on there for 30 minutes. And now he comes back.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Oh, boy. That was interesting. Did you see Joey C. failed stream looking trim? Thanks, man. Trying to look trim. Gotta look trim for the ladies. Let's face it.
Where were you, Jen?
Face it, man.
What's going on?
Balding midget deadbeat. Vin has you shook. Guess you can beat that. I don't know what that means. I don't know who you're talking about.
So this is John's new thing now? Is the chat's constantly like, wow, man, you got served. You're getting sued. Vince is suing you, $12.5 million. And John just never heard of it.
Just not acknowledging it. Doesn't even know who Vince is anymore.
He's so bad at acting. It's so lame.
So he did get served.
I don't think so. I think he's still avoiding it.
Okay.
He's hoping to escape New York, which is kind of ironic.
Yes, very ironic.
He really wants to escape New York without getting served.
From New York. Amazing.
I really don't. You know, you guys are.
This is how you know he's telling the truth. The guy doesn't stutter until he starts lying.
Yeah.
That's when you know he's lying. He's just like, Vince the what?
Let's see. Danny, here comes a zinger. John, have you seen Denise Fennell's Facebook post? She's saying that your ex begged her to move in with with her and the kids because of your abuse. Oh, interesting. I doubt that she would ever say that, but
So we were with a couple of friends of ours in Brooklyn yesterday and talking about the Dabbleverse and Stuttering John. And everyone's familiar with John. And my buddy Sean goes, so does Stuttering John still make a living being Stuttering John? I said, you won't believe this. What John does for a living now is he reads $2 and $5 insults for 3 hours a day. People just trashing him and his family. And this is what he does for a living. I don't know anyone else like this.
then again, I'm not a big fan of Denise's. So Mason in Portland, fake anger, fake family man, fake tough guy. Well, I don't know. Ask Cabby, ask Ralph.
Ask Cabby, ask Ralph. Two dead people. Yeah. I know. They'll tell you how tough you are.
Particularly defeated today.
Yes.
What happened during the blue screen?
What happened during
blue
that
screen gate?
During that phone
That's
call?
a good question.
That's a very good question. I'm going to get into that. I have my theories, but before we do that, just again from Doom, just people fucking with John about this lawsuit that's coming down the pipe.
FK Mammy, thanks for the bucks. 8 tree, find, I don't know.
It's 833 Find Vince is the song. You know, I know Tukey always plays it, but it's about Vince the Warrior. So he read that, and he didn't read Vince. He wouldn't read that.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
You can sit here, lie, gaslight, and try to rewrite history, but we all...
So he's going to take this off the screen, but it says, we all know you got 12.5 million reasons to panic. Process server will be on you soon.
No, you got... Okay.
He's going to have another stroke.
Dude, honestly, when you see things like that, there's 12.5 million reasons for you to panic, and you don't read it, that's more telling, John.
Yeah.
You got to read it and be like, I don't get it. I don't know what that means. Like, he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Stick to that script, man. You don't understand what they're talking about.
Right. Obviously you do, because you didn't read it. And now John's doing the other tell that he has. I'd love to play poker with John. John, fuck boxing. Fuck a roast. Let's just sit down for some Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
Because this guy's tells are ridiculous.
I'll be the guy that goes to the ATM for you to get more money to lose.
Thank you. Please do. Yeah, but use your card.
Yeah, right.
So, John, when he's frazzled and he doesn't know what to do, he starts going, doesn't bother me at all.
FK Mammy, you seem to like that number, huh?
So, that super chat that just came in, I got to pause it fast. We took it down so fast.
FK Mammy.
It says, of course, the stupid bar is over it, but it's 2.5. Too many, huh, Johnny boy? So, okay, 12.5. So people just keep fucking with it with the 12.5 thing.
You seem to like that number, huh? Shane, is that your IQ? Shane?
John, you're not a funny guy.
Nice try.
Yeah, you're not interesting in any way. Okay, so he comes back from that long phone call, 30-minute phone call with an attorney. He claims that he talked to one of his many attorneys on that phone call. And then he goes off into this weird, bizarre realm, this new thing that he's doing.
John's disgusting, lumpy, formerly Eugene, having fun dodging that. So, Pete, what are you talking about? I bet there's alcohol in that coffee cup. Nah, just coffee.
So he's not addressing the first part about dodging the subpoena, which it wouldn't be a subpoena, but yeah.
That wasn't noticeable at all.
Right.
How many are you going to continue to lie about me? How's Florida? Better answer the door. Thanks. Anyway, getting back to the whole fucking point is that it's very simple.
Okay.
You know,
Here's the point,
just forget
guys.
about.
So he went through, I kid you not, the most boring diatribe just about like, and then Shuli did this, and then I did that, and then Carl said that. So he went through all of that stuff, set all of this up for this. This was the thing he wanted to get to.
I'm going to forget about who attacked whose family first. I'm going to forget about all this. Okay?
Wow. This is the guy who he started it. This is his tagline for his life. He started it. I never draw first blood. He started it. And now he's saying, it doesn't matter who started it. And by the way, John, it doesn't. It really does not matter. We're all adults. Finally, he's come to this realization, this epiphany. It doesn't matter.
And this is what I'm going to say. And this is what I'm going to say to the shitware. This is what I'm going to say to Lady K. This is what I'm going to say to everyone involved. I'm not going to go after anyone's family anymore.
I mean, the fact that he has to say that is so insane. I'm not going to go after everyone's family anymore. Okay. Good. We're at a good place right now, John. I like that.
Yes, it was retaliatory. Yes, I didn't draw first blood, but I'm saying this right now. It's very important that you guys take heed on what I'm about to repeat. It is July 13th. Now, I've been saying this for quite some time. Just stick to me. Stop at the family. But I'm going to say it right now again, and I hope you guys clip this. Doesn't matter who started it. Doesn't matter anymore. I gave the chronological order. That's all done now. I'm not going to do that again.
Good.
I'm saying.
It's enough.
Am I going to still goof on the shitware? Yes.
Good.
Am I going to still goof on Lady K? Yes.
Oh, Damn.
Am I going to still goof on Pocky? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I got
Am
that.
I
one.
going to still goof on Pinky?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Oh fuck. Two
But
out
the
of four.
one thing, I am not going to bring myself down to the gutter with
Oh no.
is to go after.
That was really funny. He's like, "Oh shit, how do I finish this sentence?" One thing that I'm not going to. He even looked up to the fucking ceiling for an answer on how to finish that sentence. He's so stupid.
To bring myself down to the gutter with is to go after family anymore.
Oh, so you admit that that's probably pretty low.
What convinced you, John?
It's pretty low to post a photo of my father and make a cancer joke. So now you're admitting that that's probably pretty low, or my sister, or my wife, my brother, my sister-in-law, my extended family.
Doesn't matter who started it. What matters is my money being taken away from me.
Yeah, right.
I have a different theory on this, but I want to play out. I think I know why John is changing his tune here.
Anymore. And I give my word to the shitware. I give my word to Lady K.
That's worth nothing to me, John.
It's
Nothing.
worth less than nothing.
I give my word to Pocky.
Could you imagine taking this guy at his word?
What's the over-under on him screaming about somebody's family?
Or posting a photo of
in,
someone
like, a
on
next
Twitter
episode?
or something.
What do you want to say?
Well-
4 episodes?
I have a theory that he is going to stop, and I will tell you why.
Okay.
But let's keep it playing here.
I give my word to Pinky.
And I know this is going on, but I just want to show
and to
you.
Barbara.
He's
and
really
Silent
trying to drive
Mike.
this home.
How many people he's
And
attacked?
to all of the others concerned. I am not going to go low.
Okay.
Family should always have been off limits, and family should continue to be off limits. So,
Family is off limits, John. This is the thing you're not understanding. When we talk about things that we find out about your family life, it's just to highlight that you're a shitty person, a bad father, a bad husband. That's what we're talking about. Not your kids, not your wife. We think your kids are amazing. In fact, your youngest is smart as a whip. It's unbelievable how smart that kid is. And your other kids are great. Your wife's fantastic. New husband, love that guy. He's fucking done a bang-up job. So we're not concerned about your family. We're not goofing on your family. We're goofing on you and your interactions with your family. That's the thing you're not understanding. But please, go on.
you can hear it from the Duke right this moment. No more. The Duke will not post another picture of anybody's wife.
Okay?
The Duke will not post another picture of ex-wives.
Okay.
Anything.
Mhm.
I am not going to talk about anybody's family from here on in. I did not start it,
Okay.
but
You said it doesn't matter.
I'm better than that.
Yes. Okay. Great.
I'm better than that.
You're not.
Am I going to goof on Shirley for being a hypocrite? Yes.
Okay.
Am I going to goof on Shirley for being a complete idiot?
No.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I got that one wrong.
Am I going to goof on Bob for being a high school dropout?
Probably not.
Yes.
Oh, I'm bad at
Am I
this.
going to goof on them for being hypocrites?
Yes.
Goofing on me
Yeah.
for having to work a day job for 2 years and now they work day jobs? Yes.
I'll get into that in a second.
But I will not
Like going
go
to
after
continue asking
family.
questions that I'm going to answer.
You have it right here.
It's another one of
You
those
know the date.
imaginary press conferences.
Yes. Right. Now,
This
Your
is-
Honor,
Is
Am
this
I-
in my head?
am I guilty of being too kind? Yes, I am.
Obviously.
Am I guilty of being too intelligent? Yes.
It's 12:59 in the afternoon.
Show
And
off.
I'm telling you, I'm done with that
Sentence?
form of broadcasting. Not doing it. I am not doing it anymore.
He calls that broadcasting. Posting a photo of my wife is now a form of broadcasting. Fucking
Well,
idiot.
I'm a broadcaster.
What? What are you doing over there, producer Chris?
Well, I mean,
And I'm going to even forget about who drew first blood.
okay.
I just suggest
Well, how are we going to forget if you keep bringing it up
I
over and
know.
over again? I thought it didn't matter. I thought that was the whole point of this.
that we all take a step back
Okay.
and realize
You know what someone should do when John goes out to these speeches that he does? Is just overdub Hitler talking to a giant crowd of people. Am I going to post photos of Lady K's wife anymore? No. Yeah.
Just go after me. I'll just go after you.
Okay.
Let's not go after the family. It's not important. They're innocent. They don't need it. Okay? And I'm going to stick to this. The Duke, when he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it.
Okay.
I'd love to meet him.
I know, right? I know. Duke, you claim you're going to sue people all the fucking time. You never do. You're going to do all sorts of things you never do. But I went to Melton's house. We get it. Fine. You did. Good for you.
All right, Lady K, spill it. What's your theory?
Okay. I have a theory on this. So John is now all concerned about talking about families. And he's like, we're putting an end to that right now. No more talk about families. Now, have I been going after John's family? Has Shuli been going after John's family? Does Tukey? Does the potato? No. So why all of a sudden is he all concerned about going after families? He keeps talking about how he's talking to lawyers. He just got off the phone with his lawyer. He says he has multiple lawyers. These Kate Meany conversations, what is in these conversations? What is he worried about? He is so concerned about these conversations leaking. Now, we've played some versions that are obviously AI, but sound realistic. Other people might have the real phone calls. In fact, I believe they do. Does he talk about his family in a way that would get him shunned from even the people who still talk to him and his family?
His family's hoping so.
I am thinking John is so worried. So he just got the word from his attorney that like, John, there's nothing we can do about this.
Oh.
These tapes were not obtained illegally. You can't sue Kate Meany. You can't sue the shitwayer. You can't sue Carl. There's nothing we can do. They can play them. They have it. They can play it. It's a one-party state. She recorded you. And John's going, what? I don't have a case? Yeah, you don't. Sorry, John. Okay.
It's all going to come out.
Here are the new rules. Here are the new rules. No one talks about families anymore, all right? We cool with that, huh? No more family talk, right? When I was talking about my wife being a C word, I was talking about how disappointed I am in my kid who transitioned or whatever. I don't know what's out there. I haven't heard it. Whatever it is, he's so worried about it that he's now changing the rules of the game so that we don't play it. I don't know. I might be onto something. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think you're onto something.
Something changed.
Right. I love that we never gave a fuck what he was doing anyways.
Right.
So he's the one to worry.
Well, yeah, I know this all came out of nowhere all of a sudden.
And nobody's agreeing to this just because you say, hey.
Listen, I never want to talk
I'm not
about John's
talk
family.
about your family.
I never want to talk about John's family. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
When I called John's kids a loser, or they sounded like they were losers, I didn't call them losers. It sounds like those kids are losers. That was the joke. The joke is that, hey, look at me, I'm talking about your kids. I don't know your kids. I don't care. They're not losers. They're not even close to losers. I told that to him before. I told that to him to his face. And he still is hanging on to that. But now he's letting go of it. Now he's letting go. Now that he knows that everything he confided in Kate Meany while drunk and trying to score with a 24-year-old, now all of a sudden he's like, oh, fuck. I don't want any of this getting out there. So that's my theory on that.
It's a sound theory.
Cardiff is here. I'm gonna bring him on whenever he's ready.
Yeah, maybe call Kate Meany and beg her for, apologize to her and beg her
That's
not to play
interesting.
it.
I wonder. I wonder if that's what's going on.
The only other theory, he met someone he could possibly have sex with, who was like, well, what do you do? Who are you? And blah, blah, blah. And found all this shit online, all his threats and everything. And he's like, I will turn this around if I could possibly get laid again in my life.
That's far-fetched.
Yeah, I mean...
he met someone who wants to fuck him? Far-fetched, producer Chris.
Right. But I was trying to think what could possibly make him turn around. It's either money or pussy.
Or embarrassment.
Well...
The one thing I know about John being a narcissist is he hates getting embarrassed. I mean, we all do. But John more so than anyone else.
But he should be so embarrassed about everything, and he's not.
Cardiff.
Oh, hello.
How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you? I want to come right out of the gate, Carl.
Yes.
Because people on the internet are screaming that it was Stuttering John that attempted to kill Donald Trump. It was not Stuttering John.
Good. Do you know that for a fact, or you're just speculating?
I mean, yes, he had motive. Yes, he was within driving distance. Yes, recently unhinged. Yes, he's been bragging about guns. He altered his Saturday schedule for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
No, he has no alibi because he's in hiding.
But hold on, though, Cardiff. He likes Trump, though, right? So he wouldn't do that.
They were
No,
friends.
Carl, I don't know if you know. He's not a fan.
Oh, he doesn't like Trump. Okay.
Yeah, no, actually, you know what? Never mind. I take back everything I said. It must have been John.
I know. John, on his show today, was explaining how he was minding his own business when we started going after him. He's like, I was doing a political show because you guys don't realize this, but Trump is just as bad as Hitler. And I'm trying to point out these facts to people. It's like, well, you know, there's that saying, if you had a time machine, would you go back and kill baby Hitler? Would that be a justified murder? I think that, Cardiff, am I maybe driving the point home that it could have been Stuttering John Melendez?
I think we're pushing the rock uphill, Carl.
Oh, that's not good. All right. So, Cardiff, did you hear my theory about John talking about no longer going after family?
Yes, I did.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think he is panicked. He thinks that's the only. Well, again, he's in a position where he doesn't want those tapes coming out. He realizes he can't sue. Any lawyer he has talked to said, "You've got nothing here. You're an idiot." And he's scrambling for some type of leverage. Like, this is negotiating. This is like Chad negotiating with the hot sauce company we talked about earlier today. He has nothing to negotiate with.
By the way, they make some great hot sauce, Soak City Hot Sauce. Go to SoakCityHotSauce.com.
Buy
WATP
three.
promo code 50% off. And you
You're
can
gonna have
get
some
the
competition soon.
Hot in the Rock WATP Rochester hot sauce. Why you got one coming out, Cardiff?
Potato sauce.
Well, Tukey and I have pitched that you take the formulas that were made for Chad and just stick our names on them. You can have it. We'll do it for charity.
I didn't catch
Home
B
Union
Dabbler today because we were traveling, so I'm not completely caught up on.
How dare you?
I know.
We made fun of you for hawking hot sauce. Don't worry.
Oh, what the fuck is going on here? My hot sauce is delicious. What the fuck is wrong with you people? All right. Let's check this out because John made a confession today. I don't know if this has ever been confessed by John before. We know that when John was out of show business, he started driving for Uber. We know he went into substitute teaching. Did we know he worked at the post office?
No, that was a new one today.
This is a new one, right?
That was a new integrity verification.
So this is Stalin19, who does a great job clipping these shows, posted this today. And I did catch this one live while I was on the airplane.
Oh, you do know Trump was
Let me tell
actually
you what
shot,
else I
though, right?
I do, yes.
Oh, okay. I
didn't know that. He did get shot.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we do a comedy show over here. What do you want me to do? How do you want me to react to that? Cardiff is like saying John did it. I'm like, yeah, maybe he did. People are just like, does Carl even fucking know? It's like, yeah, it's a comedy show we do.
Let me tell you what else I did. To support my family, shitway, I work for the United States Postal Service. There you got another one. First, while working at Stephanie Miller, I tried to do 2 jobs and work for Uber. Why? Because I had a big nut to pay in child support. And on my salary at Stephanie Miller, I think it was making $80,000 a year.
He worked there for 4 weeks, and he calls it $80,000 a year. This is how this guy thinks. He's so stupid.
I still needed more to pay the nut, to pay my ex for child support. So I started to drive for Uber. And I found it wasn't for me. Also tried to drive for On Track. Found it wasn't for me.
Wasn't for me. I'm a lazy man, and these jobs take work. So it wasn't for me.
Some jobs, when I started delivering mail, and quite frankly, one of the houses that were on my route was at Don Yeagerbaum's house. And I was too embarrassed to have Don Yeagerbaum see me deliver mail at his house.
John doesn't usually talk like this. Is he making this up?
I think this is he's trying a new angle. He's trying a new thing. Maybe if I own up to everything. Again, we've been telling him this for years.
Right.
Maybe if you have some humility.
Maybe
and some,
that's it.
Okay. Wipe a little bit of the hubris away off your chin. Act like a real person. Maybe we won't make fun of you.
He doesn't learn that lesson, though, ever. I wonder if this is an integrity verification move that he's making to see if we all think he works at the post office or not.
Maybe he's going to get the postmaster general after you now for making fun of a mailman.
Getting a job at the post office is actually not that easy.
But in the integrity verification, you have to tell one person and see if it comes out. You don't tell the entire internet.
Yeah, but Andy, he doesn't know. He doesn't
know how it works.
Working at
Did
the
he
post
brag about
office,
acing the postal test?
That's right. Yeah, you have to take the civil servant test,
Yeah,
right?
civil service.
And I aced it.
is an honorable occupation. My brother did it. My sister did it. My sister-in-law did it. My brother and sister-in-law are retired from the post office. But I work for the post office. I'm not ashamed, but it wasn't for me. The hours were brutal. The heat was extensive. I went through 5 big Gatorades. That's how much I sweat. I had to go through the training. I had to, you got to carry your mail bag to protect.
I drank 5 Gatorades. That's how much I sweat. What a weird way to measure how much you sweat.
I had to drink them and fill them with sweat.
Yeah. Also, the hours would be extensive and the heat would be brutal, not extensive heat.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. He's such an
idiot.
What was the incline of his route?
Yeah, it was uphill every way. I went 3.5 miles per hour at an 8 incline.
The hours were brutal. The heat was extensive. I went through 5.
That's fucking, again, John's only funny when he's not trying to be funny. That's actually a good joke right there.
5 big Gatorades. That's how much I sweat. I had to go through the training. I had to, you got to carry your mail bag to protect you from dogs.
What?
And I worked the day job at the post office.
By the way, all of this is about the fact that he's saying that Shuley has a day job now. I don't even know if that's true. I have no idea. Do you know about that, Cardiff?
Shuley didn't deny it.
He didn't deny it, but he didn't say he did either. He's just like, well, if you got to get a day job, you got to get a day job. You have a family.
whatever.
For your family, who cares?
Yeah.
Everybody has a day job.
Yeah, right. Everyone has a fucking day job. There's no shame in working at all. It's so weird.
Oh.
That's
Shame in lying about it constantly. I'm not a substitute teacher.
Right, saying that you're not a substitute teacher for months on end. And then going, yeah, no, I was. That's what's shameful.
For 2 weeks. I lasted 2 weeks. I think I did 2 weeks of training. I was paid. And then 2 weeks on the job. That's all I could last. In fact, one of my postmaster general,
that's
his
why
name
the
was
price
Singh.
of stamps keeps going up.
He told me I had to work on Sundays. Some of these guys, I got to hit it.
They deliver mail on Sundays? He might be making this up, right? No, I'm pretty sure they don't deliver mail on Sundays.
Sometimes they do, actually.
The USPS does?
I believe so, yes.
No shit.
It's new, like in the last few years.
Okay.
To the United States Postal Service and their employees. These guys.
By the way, I check my mail so infrequently. They can deliver on just Wednesdays and I wouldn't fucking know. Who cares what comes in the mail?
Work so hard. Some of these guys don't get a day off for 28 days straight.
You talking about me?
They work every single day.
Sure do.
10 to 12 hours a day.
Well, not that
for
much.
Minimum wage. I mean, the wages are horrible.
Minimum wage? No, hold on. That's definitely not true.
Not true.
Not true.
They're not working 10 to 12 hours a day for minimum wage. No, they're paid handsomely and they work
benefits
6
are
hours
great.
a day.
It's not Tonight Show money, but it's it's a livable wage.
You're home by 2 p.m. All right, relax, everyone.
I think I was making $25 an hour.
Oh, that's way more. This guy came from fucking LA. He thinks $25 an hour is minimum wage. What an asshole.
I had to support my family. I did. And I remember when...
What was that noise?
So He lasted 2 weeks on this job. 2 weeks delivering mail. I have a friend of mine who has been I was going to say mailman. I think I can say that, right? Mailman, okay. A friend of mine who's been a mailman for decades. And it's like a dream job. I have another friend who just retired recently. Mm-hmm. It's a dream job. You get to retire early. You get a great pension. You get benefits, like I said, everything else like that.
Yeah. It's not hard work, but they take care of you.
They take care of you, and you drive around in a little
winter.
truck. What's that?
It sucks in the winter.
Yes, correct.
But other than that,
but he was in L.A.
Oh, yeah.
So, pretty good gig, I would think.
The genius that I am, I text Singh on Saturday and said, I can't work on Sundays. It's against my religion.
And that makes him a genius.
Yeah.
Saying that he can't work on Sundays because of his religion.
You know, now we all got to find the Freedom of Information request where Stuttering John Melendez was fired from the post office.
Oh, that's a theory.
He was complaining 2 weeks in about working Sundays.
There's a hot theory right there.
And I got out of it. He cannot. They're not allowed to force you to work on a religious day of the week. And as you know, as a
religious day of the week. Not a religious holiday, a religious day of the week.
He's going to say that.
Yeah.
My religion doesn't like Tuesdays or Thursdays or Sundays.
So I made up a lie so I could pawn it off on a colleague of mine and force them to have to spend time away from their family to pick up my slack.
Yeah, good point.
You're a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Like Sundays are the day of rest. That's when
Sundays are the day of day drinking. I like to watch football and get drunk by 3:30.
God took his rest. So the Catholics do not have to work on Sundays. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
You're not ashamed of lying to the government. You just admitted to lying to the government because you're so smart. And you're not ashamed by that. Okay.
Because shitware, I had to support my family. I did.
For 2 weeks.
I'll be damned to not do that.
2 weeks.
I know. Fucking Pinky still likes to call me a deadbeat when I was never caught.
I know. He likes to say that Kevin Brennan calls him a deadbeat. I don't get any credit for this. John, you're a deadbeat. Yeah. You're a fucking deadbeat. You didn't pay child support for 8 months.
Yeah. Because you didn't want to carry mail because it was too hard.
Guys, I'm sweating. Well, yeah, you have to walk around a lot with a bag of fucking
I would have taken
packages.
a 3 Gatorade job, but the 5?
That's a Gatorade too far.
Order to do anything. We were in a dispute over custody.
You stopped paying child. This is what I get so annoyed with John about. And we're talking about family. We're not getting into personal stuff, but I am. John keeps saying, I'm not a deadbeat. I just stopped. He says that he was I think he says it right here. In a dispute over custody. He wanted 50-50 custody when he lost his job. But in the court papers, it said, Susanna wrote, he never cared about spending any time with the kids until all of a sudden he wanted to pay less money for child support. And then it became very important to him that he spent 50% of the time with the children.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you were poor and you stopped paying child support. And not paying child support, and you can say that like I was trying to negotiate, a new amount. That's fine, but keep paying something. He didn't pay anything.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't pay the child support because just carrying mail. Do you know how many Gatorades I had to drink, kids? Your mom's gonna have to get a third job.
Yeah, the Gatorades are expensive. I can't drink off-brand Gatorade.
I had to dump so much mail in a snowbank.
I needed to drink a bathtub full of Gatorade like that chick.
Yeah, right.
Also, I think it needs to be pointed out, because we don't talk about this enough, when John was let go from The Tonight Show, because The Tonight Show, Jay Leno's version of The Tonight Show went off air, and Jimmy Fallon took over. Jay Leno paid out of his own personal money 8-month salary to every employee, or 9-month salary, something like that. John was given over $100,000. This came out in the court papers. Over $100,000 just as a severance package. Here you go. Thanks for your time. What John just said.
Tax-free.
What's that?
Tax-free.
Well, I don't know if it's tax-free.
Nope.
Probably not. I mean, he probably didn't pay taxes on it, but it wasn't supposed to be tax-free. But
That's tax-free to me.
Yeah. Leno gave him over $100,000, and John went, sweet, I don't have to work anymore. And decided to fuck off for a year and just get drunk every day and not do anything. I mean, he did send those 7 emails to HR professionals that he remembered.
Oh, yeah, right.
You got any gigs where I could be the star of a sitcom? I swear to God, we read these on a bonus show. We read the emails and he sent off to these people in show business where he's just like, do you guys need a star for your sitcom? Or what was it? It was like, he's looking for reality show work, or I forget what it was. It was so stupid.
Dear Hollywood, I would like to be famous.
You might know me as Stuttering John Melendez. I'm lovable and charming.
Called me a deadbeat when I was never court ordered to do anything. We were in a dispute over custody.
No, you were court ordered to pay child support, and you stopped paying child support. What part of that do you not understand, John? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You weren't court ordered to do anything. You were.
That's what it was. I wanted 50-50. Time spent. My ex wanted 80-20. The way it was, I wasn't working. As a loving father, that's where all that went down. That's where all it was. But Pinky, you like to believe horseshit because you're not that bright. You're not. You're not as bright as me.
Wow, another parallel to Aaron Imholt. When people tell truths about you that are found in court documents, you call it horseshit. It's like, no, I read the documents. There's emails in there. There's screenshots. Like, all of this is real. It's provable. There's evidence. It's evidence. And then guys like John and Aaron Imholt go, well, that's horseshit. Okay, maybe explain how that's horseshit, because it's not. It's obviously not. And calling it horseshit doesn't make it horseshit, idiot. And also, pointing at your head doesn't make you smart.
Dear Susanna, I've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
Yes.
I cannot pay you money that I owe you.
That's what it was. Thank you, Squirrel Watcher. He wanted to host a sitcom. That's what he wrote in one of the emails.
Sitcom.
You can't host a sitcom, you fucking moron.
Who are these podcasts?